Howdy y'all, thank you for joining us today for this unboxing of a Kickstarter with a lot of stuff here that we're going to go through, but it's the unboxing of Petrichor, the Kickstarter All In Edition that we just got in. As you can see here, kind of shows you the stuff inside of here. And this is a game for 1 to 4 players for ages 10 plus. Time is about 20 minutes per player. Let you know all the stuff inside of this, but just to show you, as we go through this, I do have the collector's box, which we're going to open up and look and see what's added in there, which basically is just a box that lets you combine all this stuff, which is also this mini expansion, the flowers expansion. We have the cows expansion and the honeybee expansion, and then we have some promos here, which are already starting to fall out, so we'll take a look at those too. That's a lot to go through, so let's dive right into this. This sounded like a kind of cool, the pleasant, earthy smell after rain. I've heard it's kind of a brutal game where you can do some take that. But it looked like a beautiful game, so let's check it out. Right off the bat, just as usual, we got the, oh, this feels like a thick rule book, but probably just big examples. I mean, it is beautiful artwork for sure. There's the components, the setup, goal of the game, game flow. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pages of rules. But really, while that sounds like a lot in comparison to a lot of games, you can see this is big words and a lot of examples and stuff like that. So don't think it's going to be as brutal as it seems. Now, this is going to be a lot of cardboard punch outs because the board is tiles that'll be laid out there. But I mean, a lot of this is that artwork. That artwork is beautiful. Here's the clouds, which are going to actually make a little cup. Let's see if I could do that quickly since we do have so much we have to go through here. And here's just the back here, so I can put that down. But yeah, you're going to make these little clouds. But you're going to make the little clouds, and these will move around on the board, and you'll put stuff inside of it and whatnot. But anyways, enough diversion. We have so much to look at here. But I also don't want to like get in a super rush and try to pinch for time. So it may just be one of the longer videos than what we're used to. And yeah, I realize I'm showing the opposite side upside down. So, all right, we just got the scoreboard here. We have the score around the outside. Looks like we got some round marker here. Something about plants. Just trying to see if this looks different on each side. It's definitely got different numbers, so probably number of players to some degree. All right. Baggie. We got a tray here. These are the things that are going to be going inside of the clouds. And they're just beads, like the glass beads. We got some red, some yellow, some green, and some blue. We got some dice. We have some wooden chits. See if I can't dump these out quickly. We got, I'm assuming, a first player marker. Looks like it might go there. Then we have just a regular brown cylinder, and then the rest looks like either going to be player colors or whatnot, but some cylinders and some just small discs in multiple color. And then we have some cards, which we will take a closer look at. And nothing really under the insert. So that was kind of a fast one other than looking at the cards and the dice, which is good because we got a lot to go through here. All right, what do we got here when it comes to the dice? We have a 6-sided dice, just a normal black and white with the pips. And see if these are all similar. I mean, they look like they are. Yep. So, all right, let's take a quick look at these cards and then we'll get into the promos and all the extra stuff. I'm not going to do too much of a zoom in just because I have to zoom back out in order to show you all the other stuff. So I'm just going to try to hold these up. Hopefully I'm not too zoomed out to not give you a close look at everything here quickly. But, all right. So right off the bat, we have some player aids here. There are 4 of them. So I'm assuming player aids for each player since it is 4 players. Good thing this is the player aid, because I did notice it's got some dings in it and some, man, all kind of bent up and scratched up. Hopefully I don't see that on the cards. Here's the back of the cards. And you can see it's all the same back. And then, oh, these are going to be kind of hard to sift through. They do have a nice linen finish on them, though. So I always like it when a company goes that extra. Man, I don't know what it is with these cards. Let's see if I can show that. It's like a big gouge right down the side of it. So definitely, well, it's not all the way through it. It's just gouged in there, but the back is fine. Oh, man, this one's got it, too, but going this direction. Curious. Maybe on the same sheet. I don't know. I guess it just happens from time to time. But if they're sleeved up, it should be fine. I don't know, man. These are pretty beat up. It looks like it. I don't think it's a well, I mean, it's a production issue. I don't think it's an issue through packaging or anything. I think it's just the paper that it was printed on, the cardstock. It looks like it was something with the cardstock where it just had a fold in it or a gouge through that cardstock. So, but should be fine. Well, I don't know. It's pretty, anyways, I definitely need to look into something about that because that's pretty gouged up and stuff like that. But beautiful artwork for sure. And if it wasn't for the gouges, the linen finish and everything on the cards is really, really nice. All right. What to go into next? I'm going to pop right into the collector's box here. Just because it's the next biggest one. Now I might be able to zoom in on some of the other stuff since it's a lot smaller. You can see this is going to have trays. And looks like instead of having the cardboard clouds, we're actually going to have some plastic clouds and some plastic lightning bolts. As I noticed that looked like some type of resource or something in there. So it says collector's edition here. I'm assuming it's the collector's edition box to be able to combine everything in it. I guess I could have done these as separate, oh man, separate rules or separate videos, but figured I'd show you everything in the All In. Okay, so what this probably combining, because this says table of contents, and this is a thick book. I know I could remove this so that y'all can get a better look, but it is a thick rule book. But it looks like what it's doing, yeah, because I see bees here. I'm sure we'll see cows. Yeah, I see methane, so cows. So I'm assuming this is combining all the books together so that you have everything in one place and don't have to go, oh, this is about honeybees or this is about cows or flowers or whatever. And then it has like the mini expansions in here. So yeah, nice combination of all the rule books with all the variants and whatnot for it. Then we got the trays. And they look like they are the nice, it's not just a tray sitting on it, it locks into place. You got our little raindrops here. Individual trays. We have one big tray, which looks like it has the Well, I mean, they made them look like thicker plastic, but these are just like little, I mean, it's still nice, but it is like that almost cheap plastic you see in some type of kitchen stuff, where it's a real thin plastic. Almost feel like I could break it in my hand, but let's not do that. But a bunch of little clouds there. And it does have this to where these are going to lock into place when you put it back in, so they're not shifting and sliding all over the place. Got another one of these trays. These look like the standees for the clouds to sit on so that they're rising. This is at least game trays, so that's impressive for me. Like, Game Trays does a pretty good job. Here's the resin lightning bolts. Fits our store theme, correct? There we go, resin lightning bolts. And then we're seeing all the stuff. That looks like a cow and stuff, so I'm sure we're going to see more stuff once we get deeper into the other expansions. So let's put all this back. Oh, I guess I can check under the tray. No. All right. Get all this back in here and get on to the next. All right, let's go ahead and get into this flowers expansion. We'll go through each of these, then we'll go through the little thing of promos. Oh, flowers expansion. And let me zoom in for this actually. All right, so we got the flowers expansion here. And I mean, we can flip through this, but the nice thing is if you can get that collector's edition, you can kind of see the rules are all combined. But this is if you're just getting just this. Maybe you just have Petrichor and you don't want to buy the collector's thing just for a big box. You just want to add in just your flowers expansion, so you can look and see if it's something you want to add in for your flowers expansion. Oh, easily come out. Another flower there. There you go. So 3 new tiles. We got some white. I don't know if that means it adds another player or if those are supposed to be the actual components for the white. And then we have some clearish, almost light bluish. I'd say just clearish. Kind of a really, really light blue. So I did look, and because I saw this pop up, this is adding another player. So that is what the white is. It lets you have another player. So we have another player aid there, so it's going to give you another player. And then we have some more cards with the same beautiful artwork. And yeah, the linen finish on these is much better. So it definitely was just a freak accident on the other stuff. But you can see the cards here. And when I included the numbers earlier, and when I put the numbers on the screen here, it's including all the expansions. If I can find all the, like, that way you know how to sleeve it all completely. And actually, since I'm doing each of these, I take it back. I'm not going to do it on, well, let me keep all this together. So let me put that back in the box here quickly. But I'll actually put how many card sleeves you need per expansion. That way, if you only got the one, you know what you need. Even though it says on the back of the box, but that way if you had it coming in, you want to get the sleeves ahead of time. Here's the cows expansion. Kind of tells you there. This does not add another player, but it does let you know that if you have the flowers expansion, it will support the 5th player. So, let you know all the rules you need for the cows. I'm assuming these are the cows. There's a wooden chit, and it's got a little small wooden chit. But we saw with the collector's thing there was going to be 2. I'm assuming methane gas. They're like the typical cheap plastic, not black, but smoke colored crystals. Got some more cards we'll take a closer look at. Oh, I was like, that feels weird. Sticker sheet so that you can put those on there. So those definitely are the cows. Go on the meeples there. Oh man, I'm not impressed with that at all. Let you know it's for the cows expansion, but I don't know if I can show it or not. Flattening out this board, man, I'm not really impressed with this at the moment. The quality on this, I mean, it literally, I could hear it like ripping the paper up off the board there in the center, and it's kind of going over on a little bit on the side. I'd almost be worried to have that opened up all the way every time. But anyways, let's take a look at these. I'm sure we're gonna have some more tiles, and you can see the other side of the tiles. And I'm guessing this is to put some trees out there. We'll see. Of course, we have another. Or is this going to put more player aids? Oh, it's probably just player aids just for what you need to know for the cows expansion. And then you can see same, well, I was about to say same backs. Oh, it just got more of the player aids. So it's got 5 player aids in there. Mixed up. There they are. So yep, 1 for each player. And if you have the flowers, then the fifth player. And you can see the cards here. Not as many cards, but they are here. Cool. And now we got the honeybee expansion, which I'll show you the back. Let me get this plastic off. But you can see the back here. Once again, says it's for the 1 to 4 players. Does not add another player, but it will support the 5th player if you have the flowers expansion. And you can see the extra stuff we're going to see in there. Come on. Well, thinking not much in here because that did not want to come open. But you can see the little book here for the rules for honeybees. Oh, probably going to have a sticker sheet. Yep, I'm assuming that's the honeybee. It's going to be flying around. There's the stickers to put it on there. And then we got what looks like you're going to make some honey combs maybe. Small stack of cards we'll flip through quickly. We do have some tiles here. The double side here. Sorry if I'm going too fast. It is just a lot to look at here because it's a lot of little stuff. I'm assuming there's going to be 5 of these scoring things, for 1 for each player. So we do have that. And then we just have a few cards here, which I'm assuming these mix into the main deck. But not many cards to go through there. So that was kind of the smallest of the expansions. Now let's get into the promos. I'll go ahead and do this one because it keeps trying to fall apart. Looks like it is just a tile. Promo punch board 2. And just has like 3 little things on it. Alright. And then the bag we have here, which looks like more cards and probably more tiles, I'm assuming. There's the cards. These are just some wooden chits. I'm assuming we're going to have some stickers in here, which we do. 1 for each of these. Alright. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's letting us know the rules will be found on those websites. So if you want to see the rules for this, you can find them there. And yeah, other than that, it just looks like it's going to be some promo tiles and punch boards here. Lots of extra tiles as promos. Wonder if more tiles come out or you just put some out each game and that's what's out there. There's some trash tiles or some trash pieces. Things needed for the space of the punch board. Alright, let's look at these last few cards and then we should be done with this. Quite a bit here. And I'm assuming these are just the cards for the expansion or for the promos. Like it's letting you know there's the terrain objects. And then these all have, well, no, they're different backs. Because that's got a different back. I didn't pay attention where the others had all these weird different backs. Maybe they're supposed to. I guess I didn't pay attention. Because now I'm noticing, and I want to go back and look, that some of these have different backs. Well, it looks like just two different backs. Looks like those two different backs. We got a honeybee back here too. But sorry, I did not notice that. We'll go back and see. That was just my bad. I just saw the... Makes me want to look. Let me look in base Petrichor. There are different backs. I did not notice that. Sorry. Well, no. I mean, they're different from the other ones. Well, definitely see a back like this. And then I see one like that. And then the rest are just mostly... Yeah, they kind of switch between those two on the base game. So I guess maybe these aren't going to mix together. Or maybe they're supposed to. And one side of the deck lets you know what is coming up. So whether it's like this, maybe a weather condition. Oh, there's another different back. Or with the bees. That's what I'm going to look at with the bees here real fast. You know what? I'll look on the cows. And maybe that's to let you know, hey, that's coming up in the deck, you know, type thing. Like with the cows. Well, those are the same backs. So yeah, so sorry about that. I'm not going to go back and try to figure out each card that was different. But it does look like there were different cards and I didn't notice it. Sorry about that. I'm sure if you played Petrichor, you caught that I was doing that. It would just take too long for me to go back and look at each of those. So sorry about that. Other than that, thank you for watching. And have a great day.